EA Sports, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Broncos and the Silver and Black, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And before kickoff, Charles, quickly your keys to the game.
Well, Mark, I can give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So out come the Raiders for their opening drive, and at the helm in his first year in silver and black, 6th season overall, Gardner Minshew.
And he's someone who brings a ton of personality with him, but don't let that fool you. He's more than capable of playing winning football at this level and has actually done so. I don't know if he's their long-term answer under center, but as long as he trots out there, they'll have a puncher's chance and maybe a bit more to compete with any team they line up against.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. And that to the 30. It'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Out of the gun is Minshew. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving.
Las Vegas, certainly the home to a bunch of great shows, but none worth the price of admission more than Davante Adams. Produced over 1,100 yards for the 4th straight year despite some instability around him. And he's looking to make it 5 straight this season.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Minshew. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Raiders jump out to a points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now here are the Broncos to take over on offense, led out by their rookie quarterback, drafted 12th overall, Bo Nix out of Oregon.
And he really established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the country a season ago. 45 touchdown passes and only 3 interceptions. A dynamic athlete, processes a lot of information in a short amount of time, and puts his team in a great position to win on each and every down. You don't break the NCAA record for highest completion percentage without having all those attributes, and I think that he'll translate very well in Denver.
To about the 40-yard line.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. They run it again with Williams. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing Nix. He had him not open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bowers. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. As they've got it as we resume action. Off play action, it's Minshew. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
To throw, here's Nix. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Nix to the air. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake, Nix. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Nix. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Las Vegas' offense back out there ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch,
First and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Over the middle, he's got Myers. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now Minshew. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bowers. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here in these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And he wants Reynolds way downfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Nix. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
We're going to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
To throw is Nix. That one behind his receiver and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Going to begin the drive here with Madison. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll go play action here with Minshew.
Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Throw left side, pulled in by Tucker.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And that's complete to Adams. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. They'll go Madison up the middle.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
This is 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Davante Adams, 41 yards.
And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range. but couldn't quite finish it off. This time, they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And Minshew will throw for it. That's caught. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And Denver getting set to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down in the yard. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. Short throw caught by Dulcich. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter. Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Marvin Mims, 52 yards. And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, wants to kick it off. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Going to run with Madison again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Oh, a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game, and he's got a first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. That is intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over here up near the 40. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
And I just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
So the Broncos now down by 5. 1:55 remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Able to find Mims. What a big tackle there defensively.
One of the most difficult things for a defender to do. And think about the speed that he brought down. If he gets away, he's likely gone.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. He'll look to throw. Able to get this to Patrick.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
First down, Denver.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. And oh, that one nearly
nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Well, the black hole and everyone in Vegas on their feet. Here's third down now.
Back to throw. Well, I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Thanks to his effort, they now have a big choice to make here. He just ran them into field goal range with that one, so here come the choices. Do they kick it here, or do they trust him to make another big play and possibly get a first down?
They'll go for it. Here's Nix.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raider D, they get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Minshew down to a knee, victory formation, and that should be just about it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.